What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Miami Boat Show. I'm Dan Harding with Power Motor Yacht and Active Interest Media. Joined this morning by my friend and colleague, Editor-in-Chief of Angler's Journal, Charlie Levine. Right now, one of the hottest debuts of the show, unquestionably, the Valhalla 55, the new flagship with the new line. A lot of horsepower going on there in the back. Meet up with Charlie before the show starts, give you guys a closer look.
What do you
Charlie,
think,
what's
Dan?
going on, man?
Oh my gosh. I mean, we use that term super console now, and this is pretty much that personified. This is an amazing vessel. I'm just sort of enamored here, still kind of soaking it in.
It's a lot to take in. What's crazy is that this isn't the highest power
No,
boat.
you can drop another 600 on the back of this.
Why not? It looks kind of lonely back here. One more would do the trick.
It was cool when we first got here. They had the motors up.
Yeah.
And it's nice that you can get these fully out of the water too. And because it's got that lower unit steering system on these new V12s,
yeah,
this is how they stay. So it's a beautiful package.
I feel like I'm just starting to get used to that fact that they don't.
Right. I still look back all the time to
yeah,
kind of see where we're going. But I mean, look at the size of this cockpit. And the amount of systems that are in here. I mean, we'll talk about it. It's astounding.
Yeah.
I mean, where should we start? There's so much to talk about.
I don't know. I guess Seakeeper and all the amenities that you're seeing on a lot of the Vikings.
They've got it in here. Under here is the Seakeeper. This hatch they pulled up and showed us is the Electro Sea system. And here you have access to the Hooker electric sea chest pumps, which are the best you can get now, and they're flowing into this, double live well setup. Yeah, you can get a lot of bait in these things.
I think it's 65 gallons each. I mean, that's...
Yeah, a lot of pieces of bait.
Yeah.
And there's another bait tank on the bow too. So if you want to be pitching baits up there,
right?
Absolutely.
Right.
These scuppers. I mean, it's got these aft seats too. These are cool. These just fold right down.
Right.
So, and all the stitching, I mean, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Fully wired for electric reels, obviously, for deep dropping or running dredges. There's rod holders like every 6 inches. It's just amazing.
Actually, that would be an interesting contest. Is there more cup holders or rod holders?
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of both. This is an American-built boat.
Do like an over-under.
Yeah. My God, I don't even know where to start. The Palm Beach Tower, I mean, I think it's worth a shout out. Those guys do some unbelievable work. It's just
yeah, it's handsome.
I'm not going to climb up there in my socks right now, but
no, I mean, I love they paint them black up there to kind of keep the glare down, and
yeah,
they continue. It's got this beautiful gray hull which they use up on the console up there too. Right. Aesthetically, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, look at this fish finder here, giant Garmin screen. So the crew, you're back here rigging baits, communicating with the captain, seeing everything they're seeing. That's a handy tool.
Yeah, I guess that's an option, but once you see it, and price is no factor, I think that's an option everyone's going to go for.
It's just, yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you could even pull up the game on that,
They had the game going the other day. It was.
And then if you got the game on, you might as well cook up some burgers for the crew. It's got a nice electric grill here. I mean, speakers everywhere.
Yeah.
Storage, the amount of storage on here it's incredible. There's no inch that went unused. Right. Everything has a place.
I mean, honestly, this video would be an hour. I think if we showed all the storage between, all along the side here under the gunnels. You got the 2 dive doors, and then
which are great.
Really just throughout the boat, it's storage everywhere behind the seats.
Yeah. There's a nice tackle center, obviously. This kind of worth showing, this one, I think. Move this armrest moves over.
Yeah.
So here you have a little bit of a tackle area, and I like they put this piece of, glass here. You could rig baits or whatever. And it's got these magnetic hatch holders, so it just sort of real easy.
Place.
And that's pretty neat. But you want to check out the helm?
I think so. I think that's. So we're talking about this a little bit. I guess the second row seats, you got seating for 9. This is definitely the think this is the option that the serious fisherman is going to go for. But I guess there's also a U-shaped seating.
Yeah,
where the second row is.
That's right. I was looking at the specs, and the standard seating has sort of a U-shaped configuration, more like a dinette.
Yeah.
So you could have that. All the front row seats are on electric adjustable rams. Here again, this same stitching, the teak armrests, and it's raised up. So I mean, the visibility and this awesome windshield, this curved windshield.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, it passes the Charlie Levine shortman test. I can clearly see the bow, clearly see the motors behind me.
Yeah.
It's awesome sight lines.
Well, it's a nice touch. I didn't realize it's not all that common that the second row is significantly lower than the first. So the captain always has a great view back, no matter how tall the guest is behind them.
For sure, yeah. This is raised up, and this even, if you want, this drops down, and you can stand on that and even get a little higher. But I mean, it's just a very clean dash. 3 giant screens.
Yeah.
Everything's right within the captain's reach, you know, and here you have your fuel management. So we didn't talk about the fuel. This boat carries a lot of fuel. It's 1,200 gallons of fuel on board. This thing is meant to run and fish all day. So the captain can manage the fuel tanks in here with these switches. And it's got obviously the latest Mercury control systems, the joystick with Skyhook. So between Skyhook and I'm certain it must have a bow thruster. So
yeah, it does. The I think the control is over to the right there, but it's just super clean. I mean, that's kind of a theme here, and I think that's a new Edson wheel, I believe. I think that's a new product those guys are offering.
It's like a carbon fiber setup and this nice little release marine teak elk pods. It's small.
Yeah,
you know.
I guess yeah.
But I mean, it's smooth. The new steering system with these 600s, it's truly like butter. It's just amazing. AC blowing everywhere. Really comfortable spot, and just the visibility to me is what really sells it. But I haven't run it yet. I think that's what's going to really sell it. Everyone's telling me how fast it is, and that, you know, Michael Peters Hull apparently just on rails, you know, hard over turns and performs exceptionally well.
I guess we were told about 60 miles an hour top end with the 4 outboards, and up to words of 70 with 5.
Yeah, I mean, and this is almost a 50,000 pound boat.
Yeah.
So that is remarkable. Truly remarkable. And I mean, it's rigged up for fishing, obviously, but it's got yacht finishes throughout.
Actually, it's probably a good transition to the cabin here. Speaking of yacht finishes.
Yeah. So unlike the 46, this one's really got way more room downstairs. Got a nice dinette area.
God, I wish those were real.
Really nice master. I like that split head layout. I think it really makes sense, because if someone's just, you know, got to use the toilet, it's on one side, whereas, you know, instead of like taking a shower and getting the whole head all dirty.
Good point. Especially with it being serving as the day head too.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of room in here. I mean, and you're a tall guy, and there's a good foot of headroom above you.
It's got to be it's at least 7 feet.
And that machine space back there that you're headed towards is really cool.
Yeah. That's how you know you're on a Viking here.
Yeah, everything's just so well labeled and easy to access. Even inside here, under these hatches, is more access to fuel tanks and some other pumps. I mean, the whole Viking family fishes hard. They're always on tournaments on their demo team, and it shows. And, you know, Viking owners as well. They listen to their owners, and they do a wonderful job providing access and ease of maintenance throughout the boat.
Right. No, it's a good point. I think this boat has already been in 2 tournaments, even though it just splashed.
I wouldn't doubt it. I like this entry too, instead of the side entry. You know, when you enter on the side, sometimes it can be a little awkward. This is really easy. Good, how are you? So moving up here again, talk about space. It's just massive.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Cool.
Anchor locker. I think, was this a drink box? Oh no, it's fender storage.
Yeah, storage.
Another live well under there.
Right.
This must be for drinks under here. I don't know. I won't go too hatch heavy. I start opening hatches, it never ends.
That's fair point.
I mean, but there's hatches all down the sides of the boat for things like mops and rods and, you know, more lines. Everything's got a place.
Yeah, that's a good point. Some of these, some of the side cabinets there have your lockable, you know, rod storage, which is awesome.
Yeah, that big giant hatch right there by the house.
Well, Charlie, I think you hit it on the head earlier when you said this boat needs to be run, needs to be fished for a proper test.
Yeah, that's what everyone's telling me. They're like, wait until you get behind the wheel. It handles like a Ferrari. I mean, all their other boats are similar in the performance, so I believe it, and I'm excited to find out. We need to get this thing out on the water.
All right, for sure. Well, thanks, Charlie. We'll stay tuned for more on the Valhalla 55, PMY and Angler's Journal.